AC Butch, aka Cliff, and I have a rare treat for everyone. I had the pleasure, and I mean the pleasure, of interviewing Bert Goodman, one of the greatest from the Brooklyn area, from the New York area, from the country. Oh yeah, without a doubt. I really shouldn't say interview because with Bert, it's more of a monologue. I love it, let me tell you. The first time I ever saw him, let me go back a little in history and set this up. I was a young kid in my teens, bowling a lot of action out of Avenue N. This was before the big action came, and it was mainly pot games and some head-to-head. We'd go down to Windsor Lane and so on and so forth. But this one night, we heard about this big match that was brewing over at Parkway Lanes on Cropsey Avenue in Brooklyn. Now, at the time, I didn't really travel around too much, didn't go to the other houses, and said, hey, let's go over and see what this is all about. Bert Goodman, yeah, I heard about him, never saw him bowl, but just heard how good he was, and a real in-your-face type guy. I love that. And they were bowling a doubles match against two of the best, if not the best bowlers from Long Island. Yeah, Johnny Myers and Sis Montavano. This was pre Lemon, pre Mike Lemongello. He wasn't on the scene yet, a little bit too young. Okay, so we pull up with the car, and let me tell you, it was pretty crowded outside. It wasn't that easy to get a parking spot right away. That looked good. We finally walk in, and the place was packed. And I mean, this wasn't with just everyday regular bowlers. You could tell this was action. I mean, just all you had to do was take one look, and you knew you had the Shylocks, you had the boys, you had the bookies, you had the accountants, the lawyers, whatever it might be, and all around this one pair down the end. I mean, you couldn't get near it. Anyway, I finally got over to see Bert, and yeah, I had to push my way through, and it wasn't a disappointment. I mean, this guy here, let me tell you, he reminded me of Jackie Gleason on stage, of Telly Savalas. I mean, just one of these guys, the second he walks in a room, all eyes go on him, he takes control. I mean, perfectly manicured, clothes, boom, boom, boom. I don't think there was a wrinkle, every hair in place. Just the way he handled himself. You knew he was the man, and you knew he was the man. That's the main thing. But anyway, it left a lasting impression on me. I've always thought of him many times, never saw him bowl all that much after that, a little here, a little there. And of course, he was traveling all over. I mean, he was going around the country, PBA, action, upstate, in tap, all over the place. Well, there goes the mouth again. It just gets caught up. And I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy that finally got to interview him and hear so many great stories about the action bowling from the 50s and 60s and about his life. AC Butch, over and out, and enjoy. I know you're going to.